We warmly welcome you, dear brothers, to our Kingdom Ministry School. Since our last school, Satan's wicked system has continued to deteriorate. Wars, protests, and social issues are on the rise, and our brothers and sisters may feel under constant pressure to take sides in these matters. Many have experienced the effects of natural disasters, the death of a loved one, or failing health. As a result, some of our brothers feel, as did the psalmist when he said at Psalm 94, verse 19, "Anxieties overwhelmed me." This school will help you elders and ministerial servants improve in your ability to care for Jehovah's sheep in a skillful way. For example, a loving shepherd takes the lead in the field ministry. We'll highlight how we can improve in our ability to help those who are presently away from the congregation to return to Jehovah and to their loving spiritual family. In view of the growth in Jehovah's organization, we will also give attention to the urgent need to identify and skillfully train brothers with potential. Would you like to see a short preview of what's to come? Please enjoy the following video.
Is this what it was like for you?
For me, coming back to Jehovah, it really felt like I was starting over. I drifted away from what was most important, and I felt powerless to stop it.
I had a situation with the elders that left me deflated, discouraged. At that point, I wasn't doing hardly anything truth-wise.
Let's move to our next point, and that's training.
I'd like to discuss Davy. When I was his age, the brothers gave me things to do. I really felt like a part of the congregation.
It's your kindness, diligence, humility that we love about you, but Jehovah's seeing the entire time.
We had an elder in our congregation who took a personal interest in me, and I felt that sincerity, and I really appreciated that.
God is greater than our hearts. He wants you to move forward. He promises to help you move forward. And the rest of us, we're here to help too. It's so beautiful how Jehovah never forgets those that he's drawn in.
As you can see, there is much to look forward to. We also have a special treat at the end of the program. Your dear wives are invited to attend the final portion of the school. We trust they'll be greatly encouraged by the information.
We've just been watching Gage Fleegle, governing body member, introducing the 2025 Kingdom Ministry School, and very much doubling down on the organization's doomsday rhetoric. He talks about how conditions are continuing to deteriorate. He talks about how wars are on the rise. I mean, really, is that necessarily true? I understand there are wars going on right now in Gaza and Ukraine specifically, which, you know, from a Western standpoint are certainly very alarming. But if you look at the organization's history going 140 odd years all the way back to 1879, can we really say that this is like the apex of how bad things have been in terms of war? You know, surely there are, you know, decades in the past, I'm thinking specifically of world wars that have happened, that have been far more bloody and far more devastating. So it's very par for the course for a governing body member to be using this kind of alarmist language. You'll also have noticed in the montage they feature a particular brochure, Return to Jehovah. This was actually published in 2015, and it's a brochure that's intended for Jehovah's Witnesses who have strayed, who've stopped attending meetings, stopped going on the ministry. And you could say this is very much the theme of the Kingdom Ministry School this year, they very much focus on this problem that the organization is clearly grappling with of Jehovah's Witnesses who've just had enough. You know, they're just exhausted with being on this hamster wheel of participating in these rituals, of having to be in a certain place at a certain time, week in, week out, field ministry, meetings, Bible study. And for some Jehovah's Witnesses, it's too much. And for some Jehovah's Witnesses, quite frankly, they just stop believing, or their belief isn't strong enough to motivate them to jump through the hurdles that's expected of them by the organization. And the governing body are clearly alarmed by this. They're alarmed by how many are drifting away. And it's very obvious in the 2025 Kingdom Ministry School that they are desperate to bring them back.